Here's a neat trick I've been geeking out over, especially for webinar folks and small marketing teams who definitely don't have a full-on video production squad standing by. You know how some platforms let you create short promo clips from longer content? Well, while tools like Goalcast are handy for pulling snippets, the real challenge is that most of us are actually juggling 10 different hats instead of having a dedicated videographer. So what I highly recommend doing is leaning heavily into tools that automate the heavy lifting and then pairing that output with simple, authentic phone footage when you need a personal touch. Let me walk you through how I use this in practice and why a tool like Vizard becomes the absolute MVP for making consistent short-form content from long videos without completely destroying your time and budget. Picture this: you have an hour-long webinar, conference talk, or even a detailed product walkthrough, and the goal is to surgically extract those golden moments, a punchline, a hot take, or a case study that truly slaps. Vizard's whole selling point is that its AI finds those specific viral bits for you, not through magic, but by intelligently scanning for attention-grabbing moments and handing you ready-to-post, correctly formatted content. I find myself using this system for 3 primary scenarios. First, pre-event teasers, where you turn an off-the-cuff clip from a past session into a spicy vertical TikTok or Instagram reel. The second use case is post-event highlight reels, pushing out a series of short clips over the next few weeks to deliver micro-lessons or funny exchanges, which keeps the conversation alive long after the live session ends. And third, we use these snippets to pepper evergreen content onto our on-demand landing pages, so people who missed the live event still get the core essence without us needing to constantly record something new. Now, compare that efficient process to what many teams unfortunately default to: hiring an expensive videographer whose scheduling is always a pain, or attempting to edit it yourself in Premiere when you're already swamped. Editing is a beast, because if you are not doing it daily, you absolutely lose that muscle memory, and the process just ends up taking forever to get right. Even when webinar platforms offer clipping tools, they are usually limited to just those clips and completely fail when you need multi-format export, auto-captioning, or cross-channel scheduling. That's why a dedicated tool shines, because it aims to be that central, one-stop place for turning one long video into a sustainable, constantly moving content flywheel for your business. A few practical tips. As you start this, please do not overthink the production quality. As a quick vertical intro, filmed on your iPhone camera is more than good enough if you need a host lead-in. Crucially, remember that the actual valuable content, a genuine insight, or a surprising statistic will always blow past low production values when viewers are scrolling quickly. Then you let the automation tool like Vizard handle the technical polish, the auto captions, the precise trimming, the correct aspect ratios, and generating a thumbnail that really hooks people in. Another massive thing people forget is that most viewers scroll with the sound completely off, so having Vizard automatically generate accurate captions is non-negotiable for engagement. When you combine accurate captions with a strong opening frame that grabs attention, your click-through rates will demonstrably increase because you satisfy both the visual and the reading scroller. Plus, using the content calendar feature means you can plan your posting cadence, daily, weekly, whatever, and the auto-schedule function will queue those posts for you, removing the need to babysit every single upload. I'll be transparent. Every tool has its limits, whether it's a siloed platform, an AI that trims too robotically, or a scheduler that lacks smart clip discovery. But Vizard strikes a great balance. It's smart enough to find those potentially high-performing moments, yet you always retain that essential editorial control to tweak the hook line or swap out a thumbnail before it goes live. That perfect mix of automation and manual control is precisely what makes the output feel human, rather than just another robotic post from an all-in autopilot system. Here's the simple, repeatable workflow. First, record your long-form content, be it a webinar, demo, or interview, and upload that entire file into the system. Next, let the AI generate a whole batch of potential short clips, and your job is simply to scan through those candidates, picking only the ones that genuinely feel natural and on-brand. Then, go in and edit any captions, slightly tweak the first few seconds to maximize curiosity, and tag the clip specifically for its destination platform like LinkedIn or TikTok. Finally, utilize the auto-schedule feature to map them out across the next few weeks, effectively turning one recording into a multi-week promotional engine without any further daily intervention. When selecting those clips, look for a few creative anchors. Moments with a strong, immediate hook within the first 3 seconds, clips that answer one very clear question, or any funny, humanizing bits that show personality. Don't forget the power of recycling, because the same high-value 30-second piece can be repurposed with completely different captions and platform-specific stickers for Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. From a logistics perspective, this system allows small teams to look big by spreading responsibilities. One person reviews the AI output, another writes platform-specific copy, and everyone stays aligned via the central calendar. Even if you are a dedicated one-person content team, this process saves your brain space because you are no longer forced to constantly decide what crucial piece of content needs to go out today. Ultimately, remember that being consistently present beats being perfectly polished. So use automation to cut through the friction of repetitive tasks and focus your limited creative energy where it truly matters. What's refreshing about this specific approach is its platform-agnostic nature. You get the horsepower to discover and edit clips while keeping your options open for how and where you ultimately publish them. So, if you are serious about leveling up your content output without hiring a costly crew or spending nights learning complicated editing suites, treat this as your smart assistant for turning long videos into constant snackable content. Pair that powerful automation with quick, steady phone intros and sharp captions. And you build an efficient system that keeps your channels lively and grows real engagement over a sustained period. This is not a magic wand that replaces your entire strategy, but it successfully takes the mind-numbing grunt work off your plate so you can afford to be more creative and strategically consistent. If you really want to see it in action, I'm happy to walk you through a sample clip where I personally select the best hooks, manually tweak the captions, and schedule them across all our platforms step by step. Because when you combine smart tools with a little bit of intentionality, that combination is what truly becomes the game changer for your content rhythm and helps you maintain momentum.